Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to study multiplication of T4-Page. Bacteriophages are the viruses that can infect bacterial cells. The phages that lyse their host cells after infection are called as virulent phages or lytic phages. The reproductive cycle of such phage is termed as the lytic cycle. T4 phage is a phage that infects coliform bacteria, especially E. coli. T4 phage is a double-stranded DNA phage. It has a contractile sheath and an unique base 5-hydroxymethyl cytosine. The best known member of large virulent phages is T4 phage. The multiplication cycle of T4 bacteriophage consists of following steps: adsorption, penetration, biosynthesis, assembly, and release. Adsorption. The lytic cycle begins when a bacteriophage comes in contact with a susceptible host cells by random collision. The host cells possess receptor sites while phages possess adsorption sites or antireceptor sites. The host cell surface components such as flagella, villi, teichoic acid, proteins, carbohydrates, lipoprotein, and lipopolysaccharides serve as receptors for phage attachment. The phage components such as tail fibers, tail proteins, and spikes serve as antireceptors. Each phage has its specific receptor to which it adsorbs. Adsorption takes place only when the antireceptor is chemically complementary to the receptor. The T4 phage possesses tail fibers that serve as adsorption site or antireceptor site, while the T4 host E. coli possesses outer membrane protein C lipopolysaccharide complex that serve as receptor. Normally, tail fibers are folded around tail. Viscous hold tail fibers. When phage comes in contact with the host, the tail fibers unfold. The unfolding of tail fibers requires tryptophan and cofactors such as calcium and magnesium ions. The phage and host binding occurs probably due to electrostatic interactions and is favored by ionic environment. Initial attachment occurs when tail fibers attach to the outer membrane protein C lipopolysaccharide complex. Initial attachment is weak and reversible, but it becomes irreversible when tail pins attach to lipopolysaccharides. Penetration. Once attached, the bacteriophage injects DNA into the bacterium. Bacteria possess rigid cell wall. Thus, phages directly cannot penetrate them into bacterial cells. Instead, they penetrate only their nucleic acid inside host cell. In Te1 phages like T4 bacteriophage, irreversible binding of the phage to the bacterium results in contraction of tail sheath and the hollow tail tube is inserted through the bacterial cell wall. In some phages, lysozyme-like enzymes are present that digest peptidoglycan. The penetration of T4 phage DNA occurs when there is irreversible attachment of phage to host cell, contraction of tail sheath which pushes tail tube through cell envelope, and there is injection of DNA into cell like injection of vaccine or drug by syringe. Biosynthesis. Biosynthesis is divided into 3 steps: formation of immediate early and delayed early proteins, replication of phage genome, and formation of late proteins. Formation of immediate early and delayed early proteins. Once penetrated, the phage DNA instructs the bacterium to produce proteins. After penetration, a part of phage DNA is immediately transcribed by host RNA polymerase to form immediate early mRNAs. These immediate early mRNAs are translated into following proteins. Nucleases. The nucleases break down host DNA and make nucleotides available for its own synthesis. Alpha subunit modifying enzyme. This enzyme modifies alpha subunit of host RNA polymerase by transferring ADP ribosyl group from NAD to alpha subunit. The modified host RNA polymerase transcribes a part of viral genome to delayed early mRNAs. The delayed early mRNAs are translated into following proteins: Phage enzyme that produces 5-hydroxymethylcytosine, a unique base found in phage DNA, polymerases and ligases that play important role in phage DNA replication and recombination, the glucosylation enzyme that adds glucose to hydroxymethylcytosine and protects phage DNA from host restriction endonucleases, the sigma subunit modifying enzyme. This enzyme modifies sigma factor of RNA polymerase so that it transcribes late mRNAs. Replication of phage genome. Two modes have been proposed for replication of T4 DNA. At early stage, the T4 DNA replication is accomplished by bidirectional mode, and then at later stages it is accomplished by rolling circle mode. T4 phage DNA replication begins at about 6 minutes after infection and reaches maximum at about 10 to 12 minutes. Initial replication is bidirectional and semi-discontinuous. The leading strand is synthesized continuously and lagging strand is synthesized discontinuously, leading to the formation of eye-like structure. The bidirectional replication is initiated at several origins along the DNA and is catalyzed by phage-encoded enzymes. In rolling circle mode of replication, a cut is made in one of the DNA strands by a specific endonuclease and 3' end is made free. The DNA polymerase extends the freed 3' OH end by adding complementary bases. The intact strands serve as a template for addition of complementary bases. Due to extension of 3' OH end, the 5' end is displaced. The displaced strand is synthesized discontinuously by adding Okazaki fragments. This mechanism produces multi-genome length molecules. Such molecules are referred to as concatemers. The concatemers are later cleaved to head-size molecules by headful cutting mechanism. Formation of late proteins. Soon after the replication of phage DNA, transcription of late mRNAs occurs. The modified host RNA polymerase transcribes a part of viral genome to late mRNAs. The late mRNAs are translated into following proteins: structural proteins, proteins involved in phage assembly, and lysozyme, an enzyme that degrades peptidoglycan layer of bacterial cell wall. Assembly. Assembly of new phage particles begins after accumulation of structural proteins and nucleic acid molecules in the cell. The process of assembling the phage particles is known as maturation. There are 4 different pathways that lead to the formation of phage particles. These includes base plate, tail tube and sheath, tail fibers and head. About 50 genes take part in morphogenesis of T4 phage. The subunits of base plate assemble to form base plate, and then tail tube and sheath subunits polymerize on base plate to form mature tail. The subunit of head assemble together to form prohead, and then DNA is inserted in prohead by headful cutting mechanism to form complete head. The subunits of tail fiber assembled to form tail fibers, and then tail fibers polymerize on base plate to form complete phage particle. The assembly process is shown in the figure. Release. The release of newly synthesized phages occurs by sudden explosion or bursting or lysis of bacterial cell. Lysis begins after about 22 minutes. Some of the gene products involved in the process includes lysozyme and choline. Lysozyme cleaves glycosidic bonds in peptidoglycan, making the cell wall susceptible to rupture. Another protein termed choline makes holes in the membrane and makes a way for lysozyme action. The figure shows diagrammatic representation of life cycle of T4 bacteriophage. As we have discussed earlier, it includes 5 important steps: adsorption, in which phage particle adsorbs on host cell, that is E. coli; then penetration, in which phage DNA is injected into host cell; then biosynthesis, which is divided into 3 steps: formation of immediate early and delayed early proteins, replication of phage DNA, and formation of late proteins. Then assembly, which involves assembly of new phage particles, and finally lysis, in which new phage particles are released by lysis of host cell. Thank you.